We are living in momentous historic times. To see the most powerful man on earth, President Trump's representative and lead negotiator, arrive at the Hoshana Rabbah, a Falaran Dikayid, an unaffiliated Jew, shake the Abarbanel, perhaps for the first time in his life. The Rush says, Rabbeinu Asher, that we shake the Abarbanel to dissipate all the Ketrug and the prosecuting angels for the downfall of the enemies of Israel. To see the president's son-in-law and daughter, Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump, arrive at the Kosel to daven fervently and passionately for the release of the hostages. They worked so arduously to secure this deal. But what's going on here? It was announced that the hostages, Be'ez Hashem, will be released on Hoshana Rabbah. Says the Zohar HaKadosh, Hoshana Rabbah is the day of the reckoning of the nations of the world, particularly world leaders. President Trump will be convening and chairing a summit in Egypt of all the world leaders on Hoshana Rabbah. Who could have anticipated this? It's prophecy. The hostages being released on Hoshana Rabbah. But what precipitated all this? A nevuah, a prophecy that's brought down from the Targionos of Menosiol, the Maharsha, and before that the Abarbanel, that says that the precursor, the precipitator, the forerunner for Mashiach to trigger Mashiach is none other than the downfall of Iran, an attack from America to Iran. Tipol, Paras, Bia, Romi. Romi is manifested by America, according to the Maharsha, and Paras is Persia. And that is what we were waiting for, to see the clock of Mashiach start ticking. And it happened on June 22nd. But Tosfos in Avodah Zarah Beis Beis makes a startling prophecy. And Tosfos says clearly, Asida Malchus Romi, Shetif Shot, Al Kol Ha'olam Tisha Chadashim, Malchus Romi America will rule the civilized world for 9 months. When did President Trump start his first day in office? January 20th in Eretz Yisrael in Israel. That was already the 21st day of Tevis. 9 months from the time that President Trump started his presidency and became almost as if the king of the world. 9 months later is Hoshana Rabbah, the 21st day of Tishrei, when he will be in Eretz Yisrael addressing the Knesset and chairing the summit of all world leaders and having orchestrated the greatest deal in perhaps in our times, the release of the hostages, the end of the war, and Be'ez Hashem, what will hopefully bring peace. It's all predicted, but it goes even further. The pasuk in Nehemiah is astonishing. One of the only times in Tanakh that it speaks about the fact that the Jewish people will build Sukkos is in Nehemiah Periches. It says, Vayasu kol ha'kahol. Who will make Sukkos? Who will observe Sukkos? Hashavim min hashvi, those returning from captivity, the captives, hostages. Vayeshu b'Sukkos kilo asu mimei Yoshua ben Nun. They were not able to observe Sukkos from the times of Joshua ben Nun, Yoshua ben Nun. Fatih simcha gadol ma'od, there will be a great jubilation, a great euphoria, a great celebration, a great rejoicing. All the Mepharshim are puzzled by this, such an enigma. What does this mean? That they never observed Sukkos from the time of Yeshua ben Nun. For almost 1,000 years they didn't observe Sukkos, but now it's clear. Of course they observe Sukkos. But a Sukkos like it's going to happen in Israel this year with the release of hostages, where Jews from every part of the spectrum are now going to find faith in Hashem, optimism and faith and hope. This has never happened before. It's all predicted in the Navi. Ladies and gentlemen, Rabbosai watching this, you have to understand we're living in epic times like never before. This is a divine mandate for you. It's a clarion call to wake up and to help bring Mashiach through love, forgiving people for their grievances, for their wrongs, making peace and acting with tremendous gusto for Yiddishkeit, for Judaism. Be proud of being Jewish, celebrate the Torah, and be as happy and joyful as possible to be a Jew.